Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about two things. Number one, space, and number two, OET. You know that space actually very interesting area and it's very interesting economy where actually we can develop our next step. So I just share some of the views from NASA. 50 years after the creation of NASA, their goal is no longer just a destinations to reach. Their goal is the capacity for the people to work and learn and operate and live safety beyond the earth for extended periods of time. Ultimately, in ways that are more sustainable and even indefinite. And in fulfillment this task, we will not only extended humanity reach in space, we will strengthen American leadership here in Earth. This is providing grounds, expand human presence into the solar system and to the surface of Mars to advance exploration, science, innovation, benefit of humanity, and international collaboration. Evolve Mars campaign. Earth relents, provide growth, Earth independence. The trend space. Strength knowledge gap is an unknown and incomplete dataset that contributes risk or cost to future human mission. Apple example footpath oversize due to poor knowledge of lunar soil bring strengthen. SKG are not unique to human exploration. All NASA missions are designed based upon what is known and what is not. Science measurement are the greatest source of strategic knowledge that has benefited future human exploration. Commercial opportunity in space with NASA, routine transportation, commercial resupply to commercial crew, uh, asteroids redirect, mission BBL, lunar catalyst, collaboration for commercialization space capabilities. Next step BBA exploration, evolve ISS class research. Human exploration and operation. Advanced development of the exploration system to reduce risks. Lower lifestyle cost and validate operation concept for the future human mission beyond Earth orbit. Demonstrate prototype system in ground test beds, field test, underwater test, and international space station flight experiment. Use and pioneer innovative approach and public-private partnership for affordable rapid system development and provide a hands-on experience for the NASA workforce. Maintain critical competencies at the NASA centers and provide NASA personnel with opportunity to learn new and transform skill. Infuse new technology development by space technology missions directorate or exploration technology development into exploration mission. Support robotic missions of opportunity to characterize potential destination for human exploration. This is a deep space habitations, vehicle system, crew mobility, robotic precursors. CubeSat Launch Initiative. NASA CubeSat Launch Initiative provide opportunity to educational and not-profit organization as well as NASA Center to build a small satellite payload which will fly as auxiliary payload on previous planned missions or as development from the International Space Station. CSLI benefit enable student, teachers, and faculty to obtain hands-on flight hardware development experience, advance the development of technology, provide mechanism to conduct scientific research in the space environment, provide meaningful aerospace and science, technology, engineering, and mathematics educational experience. Benefit to NASA, promote and develop innovation public-private partnership, provide a mechanism for the low-cost technology development and scientific research, enable the accelerations of the flight qualified technology assistant NASA in the rising the technology readiness level, strengthen NASA and the national future STEM workforce. So this is some of the interesting aspect. Proposed CubeSat must ally to NASA strength plan and if appropriate the education strategic coordination framework. Scientific research, biological science, earth science, near earth orbit, debris tracking, space-based autonomy, space weather technology demonstrate in space populism, space power, radiation testing, theater deployment, solar cells, material degradation, solar cells, additive manufacture. These are some of the very lucrative things that happening in the NASA. So there are many revolutions actually happening through this process, but specifically every years we have lot of challenges. Every years we have lot of innovations. Every years we have lot of interesting aspects, and most important thing is that we need to adapt a different kind of technology, because technology actually help us to grow our economy. Technology actually help us to create a lot of good opportunity for us. Then I want to share some important aspect of OET. Okay, OET, an overview of OET. OET is an international English language test that assesses the language proficiency of healthcare professionals seeking to register and practice in the English speaking environment. It provides a validate, reliable assessments of all four languages listening, reading, writing, and speaking, with the emphasis on communications in the healthcare professional setting. OIT test candidate from following 12 health professional: dentistry, didactics, medicines, nursing, occupational therapy, optometry, pharmacy, psychometry, pediatry, radiography, speech pathology, and veterinary science. Candidates are encouraged to preparing through for the OET test. About the test, OET asset listening, reading, writing, and speaking. There is a separate subtest for each skills. Are the listening and reading subtests are designed to assess the ability to understand speaking and writing English in context related to general health and medicine. The subtests for listening and the reading are common to all professions. The vertical and speaking subtests are specific to each professional and are designed to assess the ability to use English appropriately in the relevant professional. Listening subtest. The listening subtest consists of three parts. A total of 42 questions items. You will hear each recording once and are expected to write your answer while listening. All three parts take 45 minutes to complete. The listening subtest has the following instruction. Consultation extract. Part A assess your ability to identify specific information during a consultation. You will listen to 5 minutes health professional patient consultations, and you will complete the health professional notes using the information you hear. Short workplace extract. Part B assess your ability to identify the detail, gist, opinion, or purpose of the short extract from the healthcare workplace. You will listen to 6 1 minute extract, and you will answer 1 minute choice question for each extract. Extract. Presentation extract. Part C answer your ability to follow a recorded presentation and interview on a range of accessible healthcare topic. You will listen to two different 5 minute extract, and you will answer six multiple choice question for each extract. Reading subtest. The reading subtest consists of the three part with a total of 42 question item. You are given 60 minutes to contract all the parts. The reading subtest has the following subtract. Part A, expeditious reading task. Part A, access your ability to locate specific information from four short text in a quick and efficient manner. The four short texts related to a single healthcare topic, and you must answer 20 questions in the allocation time period. The 20 question consist of matching sentence completion and short answer questions. Part B, access your ability to identify the detailed guest or purpose of the six about text source from the healthcare workflows. The text might consist of the extract from policy documents, hospital guidelines, manuals, or international communications such as email or memos. For each text, there are three option multiple choice question. Part C access your ability to identify detailed meaning and open in the two text or a topic of interest of healthcare professions. For each text, you must answer 8 4 opinion multiple choice question. So, writing subset. The writing subset consists of one professional specific task based on a typical workplace situation. The writing test take 45 minutes to complete, 40 minutes to write your letter, then 5 minutes at the test to read the case notes on which base you're writing. The writing subtask has the following structure. The task is to write a letter, usually a referral letter, but sometimes a different type of letter, such as letter of transfer or discharge, or a letter of advice or inform a patient's care group. Along with the task instruction, you will receive stimulus material, which include information to use in your response. The speaking subtest consists of the two professional specific role plays in delivered individual. It takes around 20 minutes to complete. In each role play, you take your professional role while the interlocutors play a patient, a client, or a patient relative or care. For veterinary science, the interlocutors in the owners and the care for animals. So these are the different aspects of the OET result table effective from uh, 2018. A test result example, if you want to get a OET score 500 to 400, 450 to 500. It's like band score 8 to 9. If it's B, it can communicate effectively with the patients and the health professional using appropriate register tone and lexis with only occasion in inaccuracy and health uh, and hesitations show good understanding in a range of clinical context 7 to 7.5. So this may be our target. There is a C plus C, there is a D and E. So test taker guide. Remember in part A, you're listening to a recording of two consultation between a health professional and a patient. You take notes while you are listening. This part of test usually late around 15 minutes before you attempt the practice test. Consider some important tips below. Do use the heading to guide you. Give specific rather than general information from the recording. Do not jump ahead or back. The gap follow the sequence of the recording. Write full sentence, a word or a short phrase is sufficient. Do not waste valuable time using an eraser to correct a mistakes. Part B. Remember, Part B. You listen to 6 record extract from the healthcare workflows. Your answer one multiple choice question for each extract. Do read the contextual information for each extract to understand the interaction you will hear. Read through each question carefully. Mark your answer on this questions paper by filling in the circle using a 2B pencil. Select your answer until you have heard the whole extract. Fill in more than one crucial question paper as the scanner will not be able to recognize your answer and you will not receive any mark for the question. Part C. Remember, Patsy, you listen to the recording of a record presentations or interview on a health related issue. You will answer 6 multiple choice questions for each recording while you listen. Do read through each question carefully. Mark your answer on these question papers. Do not wait for keywords in the question or answer option to be said in the recording. Fill in more than one circle on the question paper as the scanner will not be able to recognize your answer and you will not receive any mark for the question. So these are some of the basic things I believe that everybody has to understand about the OET because OET can help us to take a good preparations for reading, writing, listening, spoken. General. Have a spare pen or pencil ready just in case. Stay relaxed and receptive, ready to listen. Focus on listening and understanding, then recognize your answer. Demonstrate that you have understood the recording. Take a sample test under test condition beforehand so you know what it feel like. Do not be distracted by what is going on around you. When the record starts, use the time allowed to look through the question carefully. Use common abbreviations and symbols. Write clearly. Do not make it difficult for the assessors to read your response as you may not get all the marks you could. Checking at the end. Think twice about going back to change something. Do not leave any blank. Developing your listening skill. You should practice listening to the English delivers a natural speed in various of the voice and context. Although it is useful to practice exam technique by using exam material and course book. Practice dealing with listening text in a variety of way. At a higher level OET listening, it is not enough to able to pitch out particular word or space details. You need to be able to understand the overall meaning of what speakers are saying. What to expect in the test. The instruction for each task are given on the question paper. There is a pause before each sections to give you time to read through and think about the question. Use the time to familiarize yourself with the task and start to predict what you like to hear. Reading. Remember part A, you locate specific information from the text related to a single healthcare topic. 2. Keep the text broken open in front of you so that you can see all the text and the answer booklet. Use the heading and layout of the short text to get a quick initiate idea of the type of information they contain and how they are recognized. For short answer and sentence completion questions, use the statement to fill out what type of information you need and decide which of the short text is like to contain that information. Use correct spelling. Incorrect spelled answer do not receive any marks. Do not. The answer for part A need to be consistent with the information of the text. Use word with similar meaning to a word in the text. Waste valuable time using an erase to correct a mistake. Part B. Remember in part B, your answer one multiple choice question about six short text source from the healthcare workplace. Do read the contextual information for each text to help you understand the purpose and audience of the context. Read each answer option carefully and scan the text for evidence to support this option being correct. Manage your time carefully and your aim to spend. So do not read each text before reading the question. Be distracted by unfamiliar vocabulary. Feel is more than one circle question paper as the scanner will not be able to recognize your answer. Part C. Remember, Part C, you answer right each multiple choice question in each of two exits which are about a topic interest to healthcare professions. The combined time for Part B and C is 45 minutes. Before you attempt the practice test contains some important point. There are no thematic links between the two texts. Manage your time carefully. Read each question carefully. Consider each of the options and explain yourself. If you are unsure about a question, consider moving on and coming back to it later. Mark your answer to the question. Do not get stuck on one question. Fill in more than one circle of the question paper. General, have a spare pen and pencil ready just in case. Bring a new slot. Note how the text is organized. Write on the text if it's help you. When the checking at the end, do not make any last minute change unless you are sure. Develop your reading skills. You should practice reading a variety of text type in English so that you become familiar with a wide range of language and organization features. Candidates who do this regularly are more candidate at understanding the overall function and message of text and following a link and argument in a text. Although it is useful a practice exam techniques by using exam materials and course book, you should also use real life sources to develop your reading skill. Following up your own professional and presentation interest in a good way to increase your exposure to different type of text. Practice dealings with texts in a variety of way At a high level of OET reading, it is not enough to able to pick out particular word or specific detail. Take the sample text under test condition beforehand so you know what it feels like. For part A, set yourself a stick time limit of 15 minutes. Part B, set your time for 45 minutes. So what to expect in the test? The instructions for each task are given on the question paper. They give you information about the topic and the text and tell you about the type of task you have to do. You will complete reading subtest in the two parts. Then give the textbook for the part B and C. You will not be able to go back a part A even if you finish part B and C. So these are the very basic things of PT. So hopefully you can understand and you can take a good preparation. Thank you for joining today's session. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye and take care.